Hey everybody, Ace here. The Biden bucks are starting to roll on in.
Our rescue plan also includes immediate relief to Americans hardest hit and most in need. We will finish the job of getting a total of $2,000 in cash relief to people who need it the most. The $600 already appropriated is simply not enough.
I'm going to go over some things that I think you should be using your Biden bucks for. But before I get into that, let's start off and talk about what are the income limits to receive your Biden bucks, aka your stimulus check. An individual with an adjusted gross income of up to $75,000 will receive their full $1,400 stimulus check. A couple filing jointly with an adjusted gross income up to $150,000 will receive $2,800. And you're going to receive more money if you have dependents, aka children. But if you've made above $75,000 filing singly, or if you're a couple and you've made more than $150,000, you do not receive a stimulus check. Sorry. Now let's move into some things that I think you should use your stimulus check for. The very first thing you should use it for is what it was meant for, the necessities. Food, water, shelter, anything that will keep you living.
I wanna live, I wanna live.
The main necessities to life, the basics. Now, when I talk about the main necessities, food, water, shelter, clothing, you really need to be honest with yourself. You need to think, is it an actual need or is it a want? You need food, you need water, you need clothing. But do you really need that $110 pair of Nike sweatpants, or could a $40 or $30 pair work instead? Making sure you have the necessities is extremely important, but going that extra step for that want or to spend extra money on that frivolous thing is not helping you out. The second thing I think you should do with your Biden bucks or your stimulus check is to pay down your debts. If you have any lingering debts, credit cards, utilities, medical debts, heck, car payments, use your stimulus check on those debts. Any sort of debt that $1,400 could take a serious dent out of, throw that stimulus check towards it and eliminate that debt. Or, like I said, put a dent into it. I would prioritize credit card debt as that probably has some of the highest interest rate on it, and then move on from there. Now, some people out there might disagree with me and say, Ace, I don't think it's worth putting my stimulus check into my car payment. That does not give me any good return whatsoever. But think about it this way. $1,400 could put a serious dent into your car payment. That could take out 3 or 4 months of a car payment if you're paying $300 and $400 a month. Heck, when I relocated from one area to another area for my job and they gave me a $2,000 relocation bonus for it, I threw that right into my car payment, and that helped me pay off my car so much faster. And you know what is a beautiful thing? Not having a car payment whatsoever. If you really think about it, not having to pay $300 or $400 a month for a car payment, that ends up saving you a lot of money. So throwing your $1,400 stimulus check at your car might actually be a good thing to do. But remember, there might be some more important things or other lingering things that you might want to use it for instead. Remember, it is your money. The third thing I think you should do with your stimulus check, if you're not using it for your necessities or you don't really need to pay down any debts, is to invest it. This could be in the stock market or even cryptocurrencies. But wait, hear me out. Don't go YOLOing your money into stock options or Dogecoin. Trying to utilize that $1,400 you got to try to make yourself rich quickly is most likely not going to happen. So throwing all your money into options or cryptocurrencies that have no backing whatsoever is probably not the best idea. But investing your money or that stimulus check is probably more important now than it has ever been. And the reason being is because the more the Federal Reserve just keeps printing that money machine, the more your money is going to have less purchasing power. What that really means is your money will be worth less in the years to come due to inflation. So that $1,400 today might be only worth $1,000 2 or 3 years from now because of the amount of inflation that we might see. So you might as well take your money or that stimulus check you got and have it generate you more money in the upcoming years. Therefore, you don't lose money to inflation. I like to invest into index funds like VOO, VTI, or even QQQ, or dare I even say, put a little bit into Bitcoin or Ethereum because those seem to be like growing asset classes as well. But you need to do your own research and figure out what works best for you because I am not a financial advisor. And the last thing to do with your stimulus check, if none of the above options apply to you or you really don't like the sounds of any of them, is to save your stimulus check for emergencies or rainy days. Put it into your emergency or rainy day fund. Bad things do happen to anybody and everybody. And if you don't have the reserve money to handle those bad days, whether your car gets wrecked, you get medical debt that you need to pay off, it's always nice to have a set of cash sitting on the sidelines to be able to pay off those debts just in case those bad things do happen. So if you don't need it for necessities, if you don't want to invest your money, if you don't need to pay down any debts, then have your stimulus check sitting on the sidelines in a high yield savings account, waiting there for your emergency fund just in case a bad thing does happen to you. Use your money or your stimulus check for whatever you want to do, but there is smart and not so smart ways to use your stimulus check. Take this opportunity to use the free money that was given to you as a booster to where you ultimately want to be. If you liked this video or learned anything, please just tap that thumbs up button for me, subscribe for more content, and leave me a comment down below on how you plan to use your stimulus check. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.